What's up, everybody? This your boy, Willie Lee, coming to you today, tell y'all about something awesome, something cool, like the history of black. This color right here, right? No. I'm talking about the history of the word black. So first of all, let's separate the word black from the color that we call black. Like the word and the color are two different things. The word means a whole bunch of negative things. Have y'all ever noticed that? Like you can be blackmailed. You can be blackballed. If you look in the definitions of the word black, it means evil, wicked, dirty, nasty, sullied, all these things. But none of those things actually have anything to do with the color that we call black. Those just are the word. Give me another case example. Just like the word retarded, right? The word retarded has a whole bunch of negative connotations associated with it. At the same time, imagine that we call people retarded color. Like they were the color retarded. And for the last 100 years, the word retarded meant the color of a people. So we can make that I'm retarded and proud. I'm retarded and beautiful. But we couldn't understand, like, damn, like, why we keep doing retarded shit. And that's because retarded, just like the word black, is a spell. Like you spell these words, right? So, going into the aspects of separating this color from the word. I love this color. Now, keep in mind that, as you can clearly see, like most of us, we are various shades of brown. Am I right? We are various shades of brown, and yet we are called black. Why is that? It's because black is not a color. Black is a label. White is not a color. White is a label. This is a color. The word black is a label. Can you follow me so far, right? All right. So let me give you this. Tell you the history of this word. See, you had some people that came out of the Caucasus Mountains, right? These people were raised in darkness. Like they lived in caves. They had scarce food. It was snow everywhere. The land was blanketed in snow, right? So when these people came out, they had no hue. They weren't even considered human. Because to be a human, technically, you got to have hue, right? So these people weren't considered human, but they were called mankind. So when the ancient, like Mesopotamian, the Arab, Persian people came across these folks, they called them blank in color. Like they were blank in color. When these people made it to Italy, like as they start to go up and permeate through Europe, they made it to Italy. And in Italy right now, the color that we would call white in Italy is called blanche or blanche, right? So when these people made it to Spain, right? They make it to Spain now. And the Spanish word today for the color that we call white is blanco. Blanco. They make it to France. And the color that we call white today in France was called blanc. B-L-A-N-C. Blanc. That's still the color that we call white today. It's called blanc in France. All right. Now we're going to make our way up to merry old Anglo land, right? And the ancient Anglo word for what we call white right now was B-L-A-C, block, block, block. Do your research, look it up. So how do a people that were Caucasus Asians a while ago be considered white today, and we are considered black today? Again, disclaimer, Even though we are various shades of brown, why are we called black? And again, it's because black is a label. When they came over to the Americas, these people had a metamorphosis. They saw this as the new world. It was a new day. They reinvented themselves. They made white legally, and this is the legal definition of white, the rulers of the land. So the label for white is the rulers of the land. The label for black is a people without a status. So we came, or we were found here, or we were shipped here, by any account that you want to take. We were considered black because we had no status. We were a people who had no status in the society that they were forming. So they labeled us black, again, though we are various shades of brown. So we various shades of brown, and they call us this evil word that is black, then what do we call this color? Since we got to go by this color, right? Well, let's talk about that color. Let's talk about it for a second. Like, when you really look at this color, that's the color one sees in the darkness of meditation, right? It's the color one sees in the creation of the womb. It's the backdrop of our universe, the universal womb. All creativity in meditation comes forth when you close your eyes and you visualize something. It springs forth out of this color, right? Now, what's the scientific definition of this color? Well, the scientific definition of this color is the absence of color and the complete sum of all color, meaning that it either has no color in it or it has every color combined. You get this color. Like if you take all your colors and combine them, you get this color right here. All colors in nature, if you put them all together, it's this color. That's number one. Second definition refers to light. Like we all know when you turn off the light, you see this color, right? So we know it's the absence of light, right? Well, it's also the complete sum of all light, meaning that it either has all the light in it or it has none of the light. It either is empty of light or it has absorbed all the light. So from the color perspective, it is the absence of color and the complete sum of all color, meaning that it is the alpha, omega. Who else do we describe in such a way? When we talk about light, it is either the absence of light or the complete absorption of light. So it's the beginning and the end. The alpha and omega, the beginning and the end. Who else do we describe in such a way? Like, who else is described as the alpha and omega, the beginning and the end? Who else could it be? So if this color is the alpha and omega, it's the beginning and the end, it's the alpha and omega of color. It's the beginning and the end of light. Why not call it the God color? Now see, check this out. Now, if this is the God color, and we are labeled as this color, even though, again, we various shades of brown, right? Coffee color, chocolate even. But they call us this color. So if we're going to be God color, then why not call us God? If our women are going to be this color, why not call her goddess? So think about this. If we change the way we view ourselves, and we view ourselves as God colored, I naturally got to view my brother as God. What's up, God? How you doing, God? Have you seen the gods play basketball? They dominating out there, right? If we call our women goddess, think of how that will permeate through their existence. Won't they start acting like deity figures? Won't they bring back the oracle to this world? Won't they bring back spirituality to this world? I saw this most beautiful goddess walking down the street with the fluffiest afro. Think about that. What if we called our kids God's children? Who would run away from taking care of God's children? Like if we change the dynamics of how we think of ourselves based on how we name ourselves. Think about that, y'all. Think about how that would permeate through our existence, how we treat each other. Like, this is the dawning of a new day. We in 2020, this is the dawning of a new era. And we can make it happen, y'all. Like, we can do some powerful things with this. So if we go by God color, you know what the enemy will do? Like, if we stop calling this color black and start calling it God and start treating each other like such, you know what the enemy gonna say? Well, technically, y'all really various shades of brown.